Those are all going to be explorable areas.
Sure.
Now, in
We're gonna
addition, it
start
used to
with
be
the video
located
ladder.
for
We're gonna
production,
play.
and in there you would find just garbage
Time is
machines. And Huggy would
6:10.
show up there and chase you across all these
So
like rafters. From the same interview, we also learned that musical memory from chapter 2 was supposed to be in chapter 1.
Would you rather
Musical
face or
memory in chapter
headless
2
face?
was originally a mini game early on in chapter 1, and I think we cut it just because it served like no purpose. It was like, why is this here? We also have a couple voice lines from this scrap mini game, and it was actually supposed to be Simon Says, not musical memory. This message is being broadcasted using the factory's backup power system.
This is gonna be hard. I'm bad at all these.
Everything is fun.
Okay, this pants or ended him. This is okay. Let me see.
Let me know if you guys prefer the smaller chapter we ended up
Slash.
getting,
Okay.
or like the bigger, more fleshed out chapter 1. And moving towards the end of the chapter when we meet Poppy, her room with the case was originally super different looking. After a chase with Huggy, we make our way into a room with Huggy banging on a door behind us. We find a secret room behind a bookshelf, go down some stairs, which then leads to Poppy's room, which looks way bigger.
Oh my god, I'm lucky.
There's also another version
What's
of the graphic
this?
VHS from chapter 1,
Abu
The video
Dhabi?
itself is the exact same as how it is in the final game, but instead
Oh.
of using an original Poppy playtime
Was it
song,
pink?
they used the song A4 Childishly Fresh Eyes. There's also another room in the chapter 1 files that was completely scrapped, and I remember heard any mob dev talk about this room, so I'm sure it didn't serve a huge purpose in chapter 1. Another scrap room is this one with hundreds of Poppy doll heads. We saw part of this room in the original Poppy Playtime commercial that played before the game started, and it would have been super cool to use in the actual game, but for whatever reason, it was scrapped. Some other interesting scrapped things for chapter 1 that were found in the files are this photo of a nightmare item, which looks pretty similar to the one from chapter 3, the one that showed up on the TV and then chased you throughout a hallway during the dream sequence. So they may have repurposed this for the nightmare moment in chapter 3, which was maybe in chapter 1 at some point. There's this old scrapped logo for Poppy Playtime. Here's the final logo, and here's the scrapped one. Under the factory, there's
still a lot more. I'm just gonna end this in.
And they're crossed out, and they may have also been repurposed for the Home Sweet Home scene in chapter 3, where there's a bunch of photos of just random children on the walls and on dressers and stuff like that. But that's pretty much every piece of scrap content for chapter 1 that I know of. Let me know if I missed any. We still have chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5 to go through, along with Project Playtime. So let's move on to chapter 2. So to start off, the game station in chapter 2.
Okay. What the? I'm not puncturing my tongue.
And I honestly prefer it. I don't know why they didn't go with it. The musical memory room used to have a bunch
She was a
of TVs on the wall.
ferret.
It looks pretty cool. It does look pretty similar to the Doctor's room in chapter 4, and that could be a coincidence, but that could also be why they scrapped it for chapter 2. Another pretty big thing for chapter 2 that was scrapped is an entirely different ending. In the final game, we save Poppy to get off the train, but then she forces us to stay in the factory for an unknown reason.
Okay.
The train crashes, we get thrown to the playfair sign, and the game ends. But originally, Poppy forced us to stay in the factory, we crashed the train, but her voice lines were completely different. And she even talked about the location in chapter 3, the playfair.
I'm sorry. I cannot let you leave yet. She has so much potential. She to find the lost voices over here years ago. But they're gone. They're gone for a long time. This train is not the place. It's the best place.
Ow!
So this original ending makes Poppy seem more innocent, not that we can't leave yet, meaning we'll get to leave at some point. She also makes it more clear to us why she wants us to stay, and she tells us that the employees that we're looking for are gone. At the end of the game, honestly, the death is different, or in the final game, one of her friends is Poppy Grinder and her body is destroyed, but originally both were on the I would probably say that the Project Playtime portion of this video is probably the shortest. And that's because we don't know a lot about Project Playtime's cut content, or what Mob Entertainment did or didn't include in the game. But Project Playtime is one of the most interesting stories of all the games, because the game itself was supposed to be a scrap game. In the Chapter 2 files, people found hints at a multiplayer Project Playtime game, with the player being able to hit his hubby and flying on legs and being able to hit other players. And we got hints of some of the skins that the players would wear. It would be the default guy in all Project Playtime games with the grab pack, and players that could play as hugging your mom and have attacks. This one here shows
5.
that would deal 25 damage.